Yo, it's Will Marcus from Morrison back with the video. Today we will be talking about, is COD Mobile dying and what y'all think. So I want y'all to comment down below if you kind of agree with that statement. Is COD Mobile dying? What do you want to see change? That's a big thing that I'm really talking about in this commentary, in this video, is changes that could be made to COD Mobile to make the game better and to improve the game, right? A lot of people, stopped playing COD Mobile a long time ago. They're like, it died in like 2020, bro. I haven't touched this game since season 1. I come back now and there's been 28 seasons, you know what I mean? So a lot of people might say that. I kind of want to know what people think about Codm in its current state. You know what I mean? Is it dying? Is it thriving? Are you enjoying it as much now as you ever have? Or is it somewhere in the middle? You know what I mean? What are your thoughts in the comment section down below on the changes being made with COD Mobile? That's what I really want to know. Kind of want to interact with you guys about that kind of thing, because I feel like, and this is just my opinion, right? The rest of this video is just going to be my thoughts, my opinions on Codm. I think it is starting to wane, right? It's not necessarily dying. It's not dead. It's just like it's losing its luster. It's not hitting the same. It's just kind of like, I play this game just to fill the time. I don't necessarily enjoy it as much as I once did, right? I'm starting to just kind of be like, it's not hitting. It's not as fun. It's kind of just boring now. And I think a big change, a bunch of big changes, right? I'm going to list pretty much just an array of changes I would like to see to stop this game from dying, right? Because every game dies. It just kind of happens, right? Console CODs, they kind of die when the next console COD comes out. Every year, they have a 1-year life cycle. Then the next game comes out, and that old COD it's the old COD now. You know what I mean? It's not the new COD. Everybody wants to play what's new. The old COD is just kind of going to fade into irrelevancy at some point in time. But with this game, I don't really foresee like a COD Mobile 2 releasing. You know what I mean? I don't even think that would be a good idea. I think they should just make significant changes to this one, right? So here I'm going to list off a bunch of significant changes that they could make that I've kind of thought about how they would impact the game, and see what people think, see how people feel about them. So jetpacks, which are already kind of existing in the game, like jet boosting, if you play BR, like the pumped specialist and stuff like that. What if we all just, in multiplayer, we only had jetpacks, no more boots on the ground? It was a jetpack COD game, like Advanced Warfare on console, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare on console, those 3 jetpack CODs. What if we just transferred over to that style, and that's how the game played now? I think that would be a huge change, right? That's going to be an insane change for competitive, an insane change for maps they can bring back, right? If they do that, then they can start bringing back those BO3 maps, Infinite Warfare maps, AW maps, which a lot of people liked and enjoyed. So I think that would be a huge, very impactful change that could open up a lot of things in the game and sort of, turn things from being like monotone to more like, okay, this is different. This is like a whole new game that I'm playing now. It's still a lot of the same guns and whatnot, but the game doesn't feel the same. I feel like I'm kind of doing something different, and it could be more fun. So that's a movement change I was thinking about. The polar opposite of that would be more like World War II, where we don't have any sort of sliding, where like the other movement is now diving. They were to, let's say, remove the slide button, and now we have a diving button, so we can dolphin dive and whatnot. That's another big change that I was thinking about. That would be like what that would do to COD Mobile if we went from sliding to diving, and then slowing down movement speed and making it a more pre-aim heavy, slower paced game, where I think the community wouldn't like that as much, but I think it would be, it would be a change of pace. It would be a whole new game, and it would spice it up in some ways, you know what I mean? Because it's different now, but not necessarily be as good and as enjoyable as people might like. So that's covering the movement side of things. Let's talk about, I'll kind of briefly touch on this because we already know about this, talk about this all the time, but metas. I think for the rank side of things, BR and multiplayer, the metas should never be the same for back-to-back seasons, right? The BP50 is still absolutely nuts. This gameplay you're only seeing because there's only like one dude in the lobby running it, right? Only one guy in the lobby running a BP50. I played games earlier today where 10 dudes had a BP50. I pulled it out because I couldn't use the Pharaoh. I'm trying to get the Pharaoh Diamond. I can't use the Pharaoh. I can't. because it's so garbage compared to the BP50, which is godlike and everything. You know what I mean? So the metas need a significant change, right? I think literally nerf the crap out of any gun that's good now. Man of War thermite rounds, DRHs, all that stuff. Nerf the crap out of all of that, and then buff the crap that nobody uses. The Pharaoh, nobody uses. The Chicom, nobody uses. The Striker 45, another SMG nobody uses. For ARs, the FR556 has been in the game 4 years. It hasn't been good at all. It hasn't even been good. It's been terrible the whole time. And then snipers that people don't use, like the ZRG. I never see people use the ZRG. So give that a buff. You know, make it ADS a little bit faster. Make it a little bit stronger. It is strong enough, but whatever. You get my point. You know, a meta change would also help. A significant one, not a little one. A significant one would definitely help for a lot of people that play the game a lot, and like ranked people. Next up, I kind of want to talk about BR. Changes that can be made to BR to make it better. And like I was saying with the jetpacks, that could apply to BR too. Imagine if we had like heavy metal heroes back in Black Ops 4 on console. If you guys remember that was a side mode where you had pretty much like a jetpack BR. And it was insanely fun. A ton of people loved it. It's a lot more sweatier. Like if you're a sweaty player, you would dominate that because you got a jetpack now. So not only do you not miss shots, but people can't hit you. Like it was like playing a whole new game because you had it was jetpack COD on a boots on the ground COD game. So I think that would be a pretty crazy change. Like don't even worry about the pump specialist anymore, or just make the pump specialist to where you go even higher. Now everybody has a jetpack. Now everybody's flying around. We got grapple hooks. We got all kinds of stuff, right? It would just completely change up the game, how it plays for the BR perspective. Same thing with the meta changes for BR. I hate playing BR in third person. It's just shotguns galore. It's insane. Like I'm one pumping people that aren't even in like the vicinity of me. It's genuinely nuts. The game needs a significant meta change in the BR side. That being said, there's also a new map coming for BR, so I think that's going to help for those people that really enjoy BR. For me, you know, it'll be nice for this first season that we get it, and then after that, it'll kind of lose its luster for me. I'm just not a BR lover. That's what I'm saying. I need for BR, I would need a significant change, like a big one. And I think jetpacks would be a huge one for me personally. And then zombies. Zombies is one I want to touch on here at the end. We only have one map. Zombies doesn't really need a lot of changing. I just think we need more maps for zombies, right? Get rid of, in my opinion, you could get rid of the siege mode or whatever you call that, and then just bring back OG maps that people know, that people will love. Like a town, Durice, Shadows of Evil is not really OG, it's BO3. I guess that's almost 10 years old now. Spaceland 9, Ancient Evil, like these great maps that we had. Call of the Dead 5, Kino der Toten. Like right now, all we have is Shino Numa, and I gotta be honest, guys, that's one of my bottom 20 worst maps. Like that's a tier 5 map for me. Like that's a horrible map, honestly. I don't like Shino Numa at all. I don't think it's very good. And there's so many maps that they could literally just copy and paste to bring back to the game to make the game better. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What significant change you want to see to COD Mobile? Do you believe that COD Mobile is dying? And yeah, it's been your boy Marcus Morsini. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out of here. Peace.